Hello Leo and welcome to your May reading. I hope that you are doing well. Okay, the first card that we have for you is the Death card and the Six of Pentacles. So Leo, it seems like this month you are going to stop, it could be literally, um, but it seems like you're going to stop investing in something. It could just be energetically, your time, your thoughts, your attention, to something that isn't giving you much reward here. It's like it has to come to an end, whatever this thing is that you were investing in. And yeah, because it's just not the return that you're looking for here. Okay, I'm getting a few messages. We also have the Hierophant and the Ace of Swords. So, some of you might actually get like for some people I'm getting a really weird energy with these cards. It's like there might be some authority figure that you see the truth about. There might be some person. I'm just getting this like harsh, authoritative energy. And so someone in like an authority position or like something like this might say something to you that's just very harsh. So kind of take this with a grain of salt because the energy I'm getting is like this is from a place of them. It doesn't have to be like actually like this whole system, whatever. But say they're in like a system, like a law system or like a court system or like a school system. And even this person in this position has had this experience that really goes far back with like tradition, and so when they say this to you, it's not really even coming from their thoughts or from their whatever. It's like they're enforcing this authority based off of like this very old rooted kind of tradition of things. That's yeah. So like when they say it comes across as very harsh, but kind of take it with an understanding that this is based off of just this long history of this thing. Okay. Also, the other message I was getting from that is some of you might be seeing the truth about a certain marriage. So this could be your own marriage. This could be like a marriage of your friends or something like this, or it could just be you're having more clarity about marriage in general, what marriage means to you, what you desire in relationships in marriage. You're just having this really big sense of clarity about marriage here, and maybe more like a balanced perspective about, the realities of marriage and being with someone in that way. Okay, we also have the World card and the Tower card here. Okay, so I'm getting a few things. I'm actually getting, like, on this card, when Jack Skellington is trying to pick between the different worlds to go to, like the Halloween, the Easter world, whatever, you might be looking at some options this month, and it's like, don't worry too much about what the options are here or where to go or what to do in this, because with this tarot card here, it's like the other options I'm getting are going to kind of fall away naturally for you. So if you're like stressed about there's this decision, there's that decision, whatever, just be patient before like making a decision, because some of these options you're going to later find out, which is like Ace of Swords as well, you're going to later find out that these options aren't really the best or the most viable or what have you. So okay, we also have No Place Like Home. Interesting. So for some of you, I'm really getting this as like a physical. Some of you could be deciding where to move for some people, or if you want to stay where you're at, you could be considering something like this. And so once you're looking into the other options, it's like, oh, it's not a good idea to move there, something like this. But it seems like some of you are really recognizing kind of a physical place to, not like a physical home, but a physical place to maybe settle down, a physical place that you want to spend a lot of time in, or you could really have this understanding of like, oh, this certain area really feels like home to me, and it doesn't necessarily have to be where you were raised or whatever. You're just recognizing that this is a place that feels like home to you, whatever that means. Okay, we also have this Come to the Edge card. So I'm getting some of you are going to be, this could be in your relationships with these like flower, like love petals on this card here. It could be in your career or whatever. Oh, okay. Some of you might actually be put on the spot to like public speak this month, but don't worry because I'm getting at this card is like you're kind of pushed to the edge of your comfort zone this month in a certain way that at first it might be something that you're usually like scared about or something like this. But you actually really like show up and like do a really good job at this thing, so you're kind of unexpectedly um, yeah, just kind of pushed to like come to the edge a little bit how this says, but you really surprise yourself. You're really happy with how this goes, and you're like, oh, like I didn't even know I had that in me. I didn't know. Just as an example, it might not actually be this, but yeah, like I didn't even know I could be such a good public speaker and so charismatic, whatever. And after you do it, you're like, oh, that was amazing. Ooh, also, I'm getting some of you might be recognizing this month with this symbol on this card here, this like open circle, like spiral here, and this no place like home card. I'm getting some of you this month are going to be becoming aware of just kind of like, not that you didn't know this, like on an intellectual level, but like you're gonna recognize some of the things about the circumstances of like your upbringing of your life that you're like, it just wasn't this way for other people, and so how can I move forward? What do I want to keep from that? Like, how do I move forward in a way that I kind of want more control over my life instead of like allowing like certain cycles to repeat or something like this, or to, it's just really coming to your awareness, something about your upbringing, something about your home where you lived that you're, and I'm not getting it's necessarily a good or a bad thing. There might be some things that you really like. I really like this about my upbringing. I really like this about my life circumstances. Um, but you're just able to recognize it in such a way that you can make changes where you want to, or kind of actively accept and integrate parts that you want to keep. Okay, we also have this crystal angel card. Have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. So, um, some of you are worried. Maybe like there is this ending here, this like death card. Some of you might not be sure. After you kind of end something, after you stop putting your investing in something, you might not be sure what else to do. So this could have been something that like it was a big hobby that maybe you just don't want to do anymore. It was a big thing that you spent a lot of time in. So in any case, I'm getting some Leos are feeling a little bit like just unsure of the future, unsure of like what's going to happen. But this is just a reaffirmation for you that there's something really positive that is coming to into your life here. And I'm getting this is just something that you couldn't foresee it, you couldn't plan it. It's just like something that is so amazing. Like you don't know what you want until what is it? You don't know what you want until you see it. Or you don't know what you want until you have it or something. So it's like something like you didn't know you wanted, or like a life experience that you didn't know would be this good until you actually experience it. Oh, oh. Okay, so we also have synchronicity and intuition. So, some of you are going to have a really big, like spiritual occurrence, and it's nothing bad. It's like also this like thing, this positive thing that's on the horizon here. It's like you might be really grateful you trusted your intuition that got you into a certain situation, to a certain place at a certain time, because it's like you were really meant to be there and experience this beautiful, like positive, wonderful thing. But yeah, it was kind of like you intuitively got there, you intuitively chose this thing. And then everything kind of lined up, like you're feeling like very grateful that you trusted your intuition. And yeah, there's this huge like powerful synchronicity for you here. And you might have like a weird like deja vu moment or something like this, I'm getting, because it seems like it's really like a like wow kind of moment where you look around, you're like this led to here, everything kind of like aligned for me to experience this. For some of you, it really could also be like your thinking was like this intuition here. You might get intuitive message. So like, okay, so you might get an intuitive message that like you're thinking the number four, whatever, and then someone's like four apples, like right at that same time. So it's just kind of weird. You're like, why? I don't even know why I was thinking the number four. But then like right at that time, someone says something that involves the number four. So it's like a very strange. You kind of recognize like, okay, this intuitive voice maybe you know knows something. Okay. Okay, we also have it's okay to take your time. So this is, I'm getting this is really with regard to this decision here with the world card. It's okay to make your time about, it's okay to take your time about a certain decision. And also just in life, if you're feeling concerned, like you don't know where you want to settle down yet, or you don't know exactly a certain plan for your future in a certain area of your life, it's okay to take your time to figure this out. Um, and see what happens on the horizon because life changes, in any case. So, yeah, and kind of with this tarot card, how I was saying, like, other options are just kind of going to fall away naturally. So, really, just take your time in making this decision because you're just going to become a lot more clear if you're patient with this. Okay, so thank you, Leo. That's all I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If you like personal reading, please email me. The email for that is in the description of this video. Thank you.